Our next artist, Fremar, is a renowned performer, composer, and arranger who currently writes for the musical group Tavern. A United States champion, Karen won the CIA World Championships for Entertainment Music in Stockholm, and more recently performed with Tavern during his farewell tour. Sarrah Cantrell is currently majoring in percussion at the University of Missouri in Kansas City and plays professionally with the Midwest-based group Tavern. An assistant director of Larson Percussion Studios, she also coaches the drumline for high school marching band. I'd now like to turn the microphone over to Karen as she dedicates this next piece. Thank you, Karen.
The LAA, I am honored to have an opportunity to be commissioned by you to write a wonderful work to honor my dear friend, Faith Deffner. When they first mentioned this to me, I thought, what would I write, and what would I call it, and what were my impressions of Faith? And the first thing, I thought, what is unique, and what could add to the repertoire without being specific, but yet all of us would know the secret. And I thought, every time my family received an accordion or music or anything from Deffner, the address was 230 Herrick's Road. And I thought, gosh, that's a unique name to me. In Kansas, we don't have anything called Herrick's Road. So I thought, that's where she's been since 1970, working away, planning all the things that she's planned for us so wonderfully, sending out wonderful instruments, and I thought how many hundreds of thousands of instruments had to come through that facility. And that's where she does her creative work. So I thought, Herrick's Road. And then I thought, I'd like to do something. They gave me an opportunity to have one other instrumentalist. So, you know, the LAA, they said, we want the most we can get for our money. So we figured out how many instruments we could get in a suitcase, and that's what we wrote it for. And Sarrah came along too, she didn't have to run a suitcase. I want to just read the performance notes just a little bit so you have an idea of what's going on. And it's a very traditional piece, and I think you'll understand what's happening better if I just kind of give you some ideas. Herrick's Road in Mineola, New York was the location of Deffner Enterprises from the early 1970s. The ballad of this work portrays a thoughtful Faith Deffner at sunrise, arriving at the office, considering her latest project, alone. The traffic on Herrick's Road begins to pick up as the djembe enters and cars zoom by. The accordion business in the shop begins in earnest with the entrance of the main theme, and you'll recognize it. The middle section is a nod to Faith Deffner's wonderful organizational skills in planning and orchestrating the many competitions and conventions on behalf of the national and international accordion organizations. She is heard ringing a hotel desk bell as she visits with the management of various hotels to find the great deals for which she is known. The conclusion of this section with grand chordal progressions underscored by suspended cymbal illustrates the success of the events she has planned. Various shop sounds emerge again as the work returns to the facility on Herrick's Road. The triumphant conclusion represents the many successes of Faith Deffner and Ernst Deffner Inc. over its 75 years of operations. Faith, this is for you, and I want you to have this copy. And I hope you like it.